Greg and I did an implementation back in 2010. This was the first, aerospace APQP PPAP implementation. So the initial call came from an ex-Ford, this VP had worked with us when we worked with him at Ford Thailand, and then he'd been working several years in the aerospace OEM, and we got the call. But when you look at this project, this is the first larger aircraft that they were making. This aircraft was pitted against the big boys. Number two, it had fly-by-wires, many composites, and you were saying, Greg, an on-wing propulsion unit. So what could we say?
Well, a lot of potential risks because they haven't, from the technology, they were not familiar with the propulsion, on-wing propulsion technology. The fly-by-wire, they were just getting started in that. They were in an airframe that was larger than they had ever done before, as well as in a niche in the business that they had never been in before. So there are a lot of different things that they were concerned about.
And not only on top of that, I was privy to internal data that showed on-time delivery at that time was about 60%. And on top of that, the ppm levels were somewhere between 20 to 50,000 ppm. So really, we can say their goal and hope was APQP PPAP would solve those issues for them.
Yes, aerospace, at least at that time, was known for delays in the coming up with a airworthy aircraft. Some of the big players were anywhere from 6 to 8 years delay, and which is a very costly situation because they, first of all, are not getting any money based upon that, and they were trying to sell it based upon their proposed date, which means that their customers or potential customers were looking elsewhere rather than waiting around because they needed the seats to fly.